pages turning. I see the candle burning down before my eyes, before my wild eyes. And I feel you holding me tighter. I cannot see. When will we finally breathe? Do you feel safe out in the light? Or is this the place where monsters hide? You're not such an easy target. 1 minute I know you, then I don't. I know you, then I don't. You're not such an easy target. 1 minute I know you, then I don't. I know you, then I don't. You can't escape, you cannot run. Your DNA, what's in your blood? You're not such an easy target. 1 minute I know you, then I don't. I know you, then I don't. You're not such an easy target. 1 minute I know you, then I don't. I know you, then I walk in circles pieces and build our hope again. Oh, 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 oh. There's no other time like this we've seen. We got the keys to set us free. Oh, 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 oh. I know we're worn down to our bones. This is our prayer, this is our oath. We feel the spark in us. We got the golden touch. There's royal blood in us. Chosen for this. When darkness overcomes, there's still a light in us. Destiny rising up. Chosen for this. We hold the pressure, all the weight we carry. Let our strength grow thin. We'll take these chances through circumstances, build our hopes again. Oh, 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 oh. There's no other time like this we've seen. We got the keys to set us free. Oh, 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 oh. I know we're worn down to our bones. This is our prayer, this is our oath. We feel the spark in us. We got the golden touch. There's royal blood in us. Chosen for this. When darkness overcomes, there's still a light in us. Destiny rising up. Chosen for this. Chosen for this. Chosen for the sound echoes beneath. Angels in silence meet. And to reach the light on the surface, light on the other side. Feel the pages turning. I see the candle burning down before my eyes, before my wild eyes. I feel you holding me tighter. I cannot see. When will we finally breathe? Breathe, breathe, breathe. is turning. I see the candle burning down before my eyes, before my wild eyes, and I feel you holding me.
I guess so. Yeah, I think I turned the whole thing off. Ready?
Yep.
Good evening.
Hey,
Welcome
hey, hey.
to SAGU Cinema's premiere night. We're back, Mr. Good.
We are
back and
We
better
are
than
back.
ever. If you're outside, come on in. If you're in the lobby, come on down. We're about to get this party started. My name is Rob Price, and it's my colleague, Mr. Matt Good.
Good to see you all tonight.
I've been here about 16 years. You've been here close
Yeah,
to that, maybe?
17 total.
17.
But, yeah, it's crazy.
We've been doing SAGU Cinema now for quite a few years together.
Quite a
I think
few.
your first film was it Better Off Jed?
Better Off Jed was my
2016,
first.
yep. We've been doing SAGU Cinema films since 2008, and this is our 8th major film production tonight, so congratulations, guys, for coming out for that. Tonight, here's what's in store for tonight. We're going to show you a 45-minute film. It's either a long, short film or a short, long film. It's not really a short film. It's a long, short film.
It's both
It's good.
and neither at the same time.
You're going to meet the cast and crew tonight. They're all here in town tonight. They're awesome. And let me pull this out. Do you have a ticket? We're going to give away a $50 gift card to Showbiz Cinemas tonight. Make sure you get one from the back. Pull your name out before the end of the night's over. Okay, so let's talk a bit, Mr. Good, about the history of SAGU Cinema. We are so blessed. We get $15,000 a year to produce this film. So it used to be $30,000 every 2 years. Let me go every year now. So here's the laundry list of films. Back in 2008, we kicked it off with a film called Breaking News. In 2010, it was Murdoch. 2012, Under the Sun. 2014, Drawing a Blank. 2016, Better Off Jed. And Forgiven Silence documentary in 2018.
Oh, yeah.
In 2020, COVID killed everything.
Everything.
There were no films in Hollywood, no TV shows, nothing.
Nothing.
Killed us as well. We came back strong in 2021 with Reverse Engineering. And so what I want to do is I want tonight to honor, if you were on any of those films I just mentioned, Breaking News, Murdoch, Under the Sun, Drawing a Blank, Better Off Jed, Forgiven Felons, or Reverse Engineering, bring up the house lights up just a little bit, house lights up just a little bit. I want to recognize our former SAGU Cinema alumni, so house lights back up a second. Would you please stand, please? Let me recognize you. If you're on the cast or crew of prior films, wow, thank you guys for coming out. Any of our prior films, awesome. We love the family here. Thank you, Justin. Before we introduce the crew, this year's film is titled Follow the Money. Just show me the money. Follow the money. Let me describe this film. It's kind of a heist chase thriller meets buddy and a grandson, so it's a lot of fun.
Right.
A lot of fun. So, Mr. Good, tell us it was a 7-man crew. Tell us who's on the crew and the role that they did.
Well, first of all, we have Will Boone, our director. Right
Yeah.
over here, I believe.
House lights back up, Justin. House
those
lights back
house
up,
lights
Justin.
real quick. There
House
we go.
lights back
Will
up,
Boone.
Justin. Stand up, Mr. Will. Stay
Looking
standing,
good
please.
tonight, Will.
Stay standing as he calls your name.
Our first AD, that's our first assistant director, we have Tim Luna. Where's Tim at?
Stay standing.
Where's he at? Oh, way back there. Soak it in, Tim. Soak it in.
Wow. Stay standing. Stay standing.
Stay standing.
Stay standing. Stay standing.
Our director of photography, Harrison Schoengert.
Schoengert!
Where you at, Harrison? Over there.
There he is, right there.
We've got our producer, also first assistant camera operator, Joanna Mendez.
The only lady! Give it up for the ladies! The only lady! Crushed it.
Production designer, Josiah Cardenas.
Josiah
Where you at?
Cardenas. Stay standing.
And then we have our sound mixers, Matt Rast and Michael Shelton. Where
Matt
you
and
guys?
Michael, stand
There
up
and
for us.
there.
Thank you, guys.
And then finally, we have the person that wrote our music score. He's unable to be here tonight, but Evan Jones killed it once again. Killed it once again.
I invite Will Boone to come to the front now. He's going to introduce the film for you. Come on up, Mr. Will. Give him a hand of applause as Mr. Boone comes up to introduce the film. He'll make some remarks about the crew. He'll make some remarks about the amazing cast and may talk about how he grew as a filmmaker. So, Phil, about 3 minutes while I get the film ready in the back. I'll be pressing play in a minute. So, Will, greet the audience, and thanks for coming out.
All right. All right, guys. So like Mr. Price said, our student film this year is titled Follow the Money, and it is about a newly widowed grandmother and her grandson who have to track down a package of about $20,000 that the grandmother sent to an online phone cyber scanner unknowingly. We did a lot of research into this, and the way that the scamming industry works in our film is actually factual. Everything you're seeing is an actual process of how this works, how they pick apart different older women and single older ladies who have a lot of money in their bank accounts. They target these ladies and they take the money from them without them even knowing. And you'll see the journey of how our lead, Bev Cooper, how she went along to do that and how she got her grandson to how she kind of roped him into doing it as well. I couldn't do this without this amazing cast and crew. The cast, I'll just start off with them. With me as a first-time director and filmmaker, I couldn't have asked for a better crew. A better cast, I'm sorry. They made my job so much easier. I'm still learning how to direct movies. I'm still learning how to do all of this. And so having an amazing cast that was experienced in acting, they made my job a lot easier. And this amazing crew that we've been doing this for years, guys, and this is finally paying off. So, I guess I'm up here by myself now, but enjoy the 8th premiere of SAGU Cinema's Follow the Money.
It's a wonderful afternoon out here in East Texas. Stay tuned in. At the top of the hour, we are giving away this weekend's big money bag. All you have to do is be the fourth caller. It ain't a scam, y'all. You're listening to 96.1.
Ted, it's double jeopardy. Oh,
Grandma, Pops isn't here anymore, remember?
yeah. Must have been my dreams. It's good to see you, honey. Dinner time already?
No, ma'am. I just came to print out something for work. Do you still have that old printer up in Pop's office?
Yeah. Yeah, baby, it's there. I was up there this morning and, just felt so empty without Ted sitting at that desk.
Well, it won't take very long, so just holler if you need anything.
Ridiculous. Hey, Grandma. What is WebView? What is WebView?
WebView is a computer software used for controlling a computer from a different location.
What are you doing, Grandma?
What is it, sweetheart?
What are you wearing?
Oh, I was about to go speed walking with the ladies from the church.
Okay. Well, I was doing this certification thing for work, and this popped up. Did you download something while you were on here earlier?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got refunded or something, and the person on the phone had me use that to do it.
They had you download a program to do a refund?
Well, it's a different system or something.
That's odd.
Oh, your grandfather would be so proud of me. I handled it all with just one mistake.
Mistake? Did it get worked out?
Oh, yeah. I refunded myself too much, and I had to send some of it back. No biggie.
Hold on, you sent money back? How?
I mailed it.
How much?
It was, 20,000.
Hold up. How much?
20,000.
You sent $20,000 through the mail? How did you even do that?
Well, the mail guy came by, he picked up the package, It was real simple, actually.
You can't just send that much money through the mail. Are you crazy?
Well, baby, it was my fault. See, I put in the wrong information.
There's no way that's real, Grandma. You got scammed.
Scammed? How could Amazon scam me?
Because it wasn't Amazon. They wouldn't have you process a refund like that. They certainly wouldn't have you send money through the mail.
So you're saying that...
Get your stuff and tell the ladies you're not going to make it today. We have to stop that package.
I ain't getting on that death trap.
What? It has a passenger seat.
Not a chance. Ted had one of those when we got married. Scared the living daylights out of me.
What are you supposed to do?
We can try Ted's car. Hasn't been moved in months, though. I thought I'd lost these. Oh, your grandfather gave me these for our 20th anniversary. I looked everywhere for them.
Almost done. Luckily, Pop's left everything we need here in the shop.
Your grandfather'd be so proud seeing you work on a car like this one. Your dad had no interest in it.
Well, luckily, I spent a lot of time out here in the shop with him, so now I do it for a living. There. Good as new. Well, not exactly, but it'll get us there. You ready?
Let's ride.
Wayfaring sailor, tell me what you've seen. All of the stories the ocean gave to thee. Oh, wayfaring sailor, sit and drink till dusk. When morning breaks, the ocean calls to us.
Welcome to Mail Express, where you can't buy love, but by golly, we can deliver it. My name's Calvin. How can I help you?
We're trying to stop a shipment of a package that shouldn't have been sent.
I see. Let me see what I can do to help you. Do you happen to have a tracking number?
Of course. Try this.
That'll do.
You didn't think your old grandma could remember that, did you?
Honestly, no.
I'm so sorry. Since the package was sent as an overnight express delivery package, it's past the cancellation dead point, and there's really nothing we can do.
Thanks for all your help, sweetheart.
Of course, of course. Oh, ma'am.
Oh,
Your notebook.
thank you so much.
Of course. They don't call me the package king for no reason. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, let's think about this. So, they can't stop the shipment because it's already been shipped. There's no telling where the delivery truck is right now. And that spruced up mailman ain't gonna help us out. Let's think. Think, Connor, think. Okay, so we're gonna contact the police, let them know what's going on. Tell them that you got scammed, and that they have to intercept the package ASAP before it gets delivered to its destination. Do you remember where you shipped it to?
It's just a few counties over. I mean, I've got the address right in my notebook.
Just give it. I don't have time for this.
Ennis Police Department.
Hey, I'm not really sure who to talk to about this kind of thing, but my grandmother sent a package to this guy who we think scammed her. We're not sure, but we are pretty sure, and we're hoping that you could help us intercept the package before it gets delivered.
Wow, okay. How about this? Let's start with your name.
Oh, right. My name is Connor Cooper. My grandmother, Beverly Cooper, overnighted the package, so we're hoping we can stop it before it arrives in Ennis tomorrow.
You said she got scammed. How much?
20 grand.
Okay. Well, this is the first I've heard of any scamming operations in the area.
Well, regardless of where the operation is being housed, the package is coming to Ennis.
Right. Well, unfortunately, without proper evidence or a warrant, we can't legally seize a package.
But the money in the package was stolen. Isn't that probable cause or something?
That's not really how that works.
So let me get this straight. Even though the contents of the package were obtained by the recipient illegally, you can't stop the shipment.
The problem is there's such a small gray area revolving around the scam industry. Yes, it is illegal. But didn't your grandma willingly send the package?
Yes, she did.
That's where the gray area is. Since she willingly sent this insane amount of money, we would need solid evidence of what the scammer did before we can do anything as drastic as seizing a package. If you can get me some evidence, I can get the ball rolling. Sorry. Wish I could do something more to help you.
Well, what did they say, sweetie? Are they going to get my money back?
No, Grandma, they aren't. But we are.
What?
They don't have enough evidence to seize the package. Why don't we just seize it ourselves? You up for a little road trip? Reminds me of my motorcycle.
So what's our plan?
You have your ID with you, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure I do.
So I was thinking that we would drive to where you sent the package, intercept the mail carrier, and show him your ID. And with any luck, he'll just turn the package over to us. What? That funny?
No, dear. It's just, you remind me so much of your grandfather. He was always so quick to solve problems. And that little thing you do with your eyebrow, Ted always did that.
Well, I was pretty close to him for a while.
I don't think we'd be in this mess if he was here. But I'm grateful to you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Grandpa leave any music in here?
What's this?
Oh, right. I helped him install that aux cord a couple years ago. Yeah.
I've got the perfect song for our road trip.
What does it mean to be a king? Turn off my ears and what people will think. When I can breathe, I'm off the leash. You cannot stop what I'm going to be. Clutching my teeth, I'm in the rain.
Your grandfather would be rolling over in his grave. Willa Mae's sister, she taught me that song after church a few weeks ago, and I just can't get that tune out of my mind.
Grandpa wouldn't let you listen to music like this?
Oh, I tried to listen to Guns N' Roses a few years ago, back in the 80s, and I just gave up on it and learned to love his radio talk shows. And since he's been gone, I've regained my taste in music, starting with some rap.
I can't believe this. I don't even listen to rap.
Oh, I love it. I think if he'd listened to it, he might have liked it.
I don't know, Grandma. I saw the way he looked at people who listen to music like this.
They listen to artists with limited vocabulary and bad flow. I listen to art. Now, your grandfather, he appreciated art. Though he didn't have a chance to listen to music like this, I think he might have liked it and even done what he called dancing. I really miss him.
This thing says it's in 100 feet, but it's hard to see the house numbers.
Your destination is on your right. 1736 Upland Road.
It's one of these two.
Oh, I think that's the one. I definitely see the one and the 7, the 3, not the 6.
I'll go take a closer look. I want to scope the place out in case we see the guy when we're picking up the package anyway.
What if he sees you?
It's 3 a.m. in a small town in the middle of nowhere. I don't think anyone's awake.
What are you doing? You can't just walk up there.
Relax. It's just a motion detecting light. No one's there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a sign on the front door that said... Ah, look at this. Yeah, there was an Airbnb sticker on the front door. I Googled the address, and sure enough, it's a listing.
Her what now?
You can rent houses on their app like you would a hotel or something.
Why would the guy have me send the package here?
I don't know. I guess if I was doing something sketchy, I wouldn't want to do it in my own house either.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, it shouldn't affect how we get the package. Now all we have to do is wait. You know when the package is supposed to arrive?
Well, the guy made me pay, so it'd arrive at 8 a.m.
So that gives us 4.5 hours till it gets here.
What are we gonna do for 4 hours?
Grandma,
Huh?
wake up.
What?
You were snoring.
Wait, what?
What happened to the alarm? The package! You were supposed to stop the alarm! We missed it! Hey! Just want the package, man! Hey! Let's go!
Hey, I was just about to text you. I picked up the package you asked for, and now some guy and his grandma are following me. I don't really know what's happening.
Why are you driving like a crazy person?
It always did the driving. I don't know what I'm doing.
Stop! Come on!
You told me it was a simple pickup, and now these guys are on my tail. Do you think they're cops? I think they might be cops.
How did I never know you don't know how to drive?
Well, it's not something that I'm exactly proud of.
I hope we can catch up to him.
Did you see which street he turned on?
You better be paying me extra for this one. I didn't sign up to be chased by cops. Yes, you are paying me more. Well, let's just make the handoff quick this time. All right, I think I lost it.
Gotta be around here somewhere.
Well, he probably took off and made it out of town.
No, we weren't that far behind him. He's probably hiding out somewhere, like in an alley or something.
Oh, look, there's the car.
He is.
Stop! You're not getting away this time. Dude, let me go. I just want the package. What package?
Package you took from that house!
I already handed it off.
To who?
Think I know where I handed it off to? I don't know.
Don't play with me, man. Stop.
Thank you, officer. Yes, I'll see you soon.
Well, we got his car. Okay, and right now we can't search it until we get a warrant or impound it, which will take a few days. But for now, we'll run the plates and look into that Airbnb. Are you guys sure you don't remember anything else?
No, it all happened so fast.
Well, if you do remember anything, here's my card, and you can reach me directly at that number, okay? I'm really sorry there isn't anything else we can do for you right now. From what I've read about this type of scam, once the money hits the mail, it's usually as good as gone. You got closer than most, though.
Thank you for all your help, ma'am. We appreciate what you do.
Go home, Miss Bev. Get some rest, okay? Stay safe. License plate Nancy Larry Gary 1089 Red Clip.
I'm so.
Don't understand how someone could just send off $20,000. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I can understand thinking you're getting a refund. I can understand putting up with the weird accents. I can even understand giving someone remote access to your computers. But shipping off $20,000, that's just stupid. Who sends off half their life savings to a complete stranger? And then I go out of my way to try and help. I drive 4 hours. You know how hard it is to drive this thing without cruise control on? And then you forget to set your alarm, and it's all for nothing. Who forgets to set their alarm? It's literally embedded in your phone. And then your terrible driving makes us lose track of the blocky kid, and by the time I catch us back up to him, the package is gone. Mess up after mess up after mess up, and now we are 7 hours away from home with nothing to show for it. Please, explain to me. How can a grown adult be so ignorant?
Yes. I have my late husband's computer. It's several years old. Hasn't been used in a while. Do you think that'll work?
Of course. Go ahead and start it up for me. Wonderful. It will just take a moment.
He then had me click on something and type something in. Well, a screen popped up that said Web View, and he had me click on a few more things.
All right, what we need to do now is make sure that my system didn't already issue a refund. It only refreshes on my end once a day, so we have to check and make sure that your bank account has it. Can you go to the website or your bank for me?
My husband wrote all that information down for me, right here.
I bet your grandson's proud of you for doing this all on your own.
Once we got into my bank account, my screen went black for a second. So when he came back on, sure enough, there was a charge for $200, as well as a few other small charges I didn't even recognize. Are those charges all from Amazon?
No, ma'am. Only the $200 charge is from Amazon. Can you go ahead and sign out for security purposes?
Well, he then told me that he needed to set something up in the system. My screen went black again.
Great. I have a form here that I need you to fill out for your refund. But listen very carefully. This kind of refund has to be done in a part of the system where it cannot be reversed. You need to type everything very carefully because if you mess up, I cannot fix it. I say again, very carefully, because it is irreversible. No! Miss Bev, you typed it wrong.
No, I didn't.
Look, it says 20,000. You are supposed to put 200. 200.
That's what I did.
No, you messed up. I told you to be careful. Oh, I'm probably fired now.
What, can we fix it?
No, it was irreversible. Wait, see if it went through. Oh no, I'm going to lose my job. My children are going to starve. How could you do this?
It was an accident. I didn't mean to.
You tried to steal from me and now my life is ruined. Do you know how hard it is to find a job in Africa and keep your kids from starving?
Can't we do something to fix this?
Wait, I have an idea. Wait 1 second. Don't you hang up on me. You just ruined my life. Okay, I think we can fix this, but you will have to send back all the money right away or I will lose my job. First, you can't tell anyone what is happening, not even your grandson.
He had me go to the bank. Willa Mae from church was able to give me a ride. He had me stay on the phone the whole time, but hide the phone in my purse until I had the money. He had me put the bills in the pages of a few books and wrap the books in tinfoil. I taped it all up, and he took me to some shipping website on the computer to set up a package pickup.
So is everything in the box exactly how I told you?
Of course, yes.
Oh, my supervisor is coming. Listen, Miss Bev, if you don't finish sending this package, my children will starve. Swear to me, on your grandson, that you will finish this.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that complicated.
Yeah. I just wanted to do something on my own. Ted always handled all that stuff, so I didn't have to do it. I've never done any of it. I've never been a true adult. I'm in my 60s, and I guess I'm just not capable.
Grandma, I didn't mean...
No, you said it yourself a few minutes ago. None of this should have happened. It's all my fault. All right. Guess we should let the police do their thing. I'd like to go home and watch some Jeopardy.
Grandma, I got something to tell you.
What is it, dear?
I don't think I'm any better than that scammer.
Why would you say something like that?
Those unfamiliar charges you mentioned,
Well, what about them?
those were me. I saw your card out a while ago, and I wrote down the numbers, and I've been using it every once in a while.
I forgive you.
You don't have to do that.
Well, of course I do. And don't you say you're not any better than that scammer. You're forgiven now. Eventually, I'll forgive the scammer, too. But you apologized. And that makes you a better person. I respect that.
Wait, what is that?
What's what?
That thing behind the mirror. Is that a dash cam? Wait, that's a dash cam.
What's a dash cam?
It records what's in front of you while you're driving. You know, in case of like accidents or something like that. Wonder if it was running the whole time. Give me your phone.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, if this was running while we were chasing that kid, we might have seen something we didn't. Okay, here it is. That must be the guy he handed the package off to. Wait, is that company? Wait, where is this place? This is just a few miles away.
Are you serious?
Yes. We still might have a chance at this.
Well, I see a truck parked at the side and a office front reception and a warehouse in the back. Well, do you think we ought to call Officer Rachel?
Not yet. She'd probably tell us to stand down.
Well, don't you think she's right?
Maybe,
But like she said, the package is good as gone once it hit the mail. We're kind of in a legal gray area here, so it's not like we could make it any worse.
That's a good point.
Well, what do you think? This is your chance to redeem yourself.
This is what we're gonna do.
Can you help me get this loud, obnoxious trash off my food? It's just killing me.
Do you have a new business here, ma'am?
Look, I'm not gonna leave until you fix this. I can't get my phone to work.
That's not my job. Go away.
It's so annoying. I can't hear what you're saying.
You're not even on the right tab.
Oh, I can figure it out myself. No problem. Thank you so much. You were so kind. Oh, I love your hair. Thank you.
What is this? Oh, pineapples. They're my favorite. Oh, come on. This doesn't house a scandal. Oh, it's
Well, nothing here.
I know, it's just like a family business.
This is the place.
Yeah, well, there's sure no boxes. Oh,
We just came through here.
I know. We've looked everywhere. No boxes, nothing.
It's the only door we haven't checked.
Okay, let's look. Looks like another office.
Is that it?
That's the one! That's the one!
We got it!
We got it!
Yes. Okay, but first, we gotta get out of here in one piece.
Right.
Give me your phone. I want to take some pictures for Officer Rachel.
That should be enough for them.
Hey, what are you doing? Customers are not supposed to be back here. You need to leave right now. Where did you get pepper spray?
Ted got it for me. Tell you about it later.
Grandma, we just did that.
That's the craziest thing I've ever done.
What about the other packages?
Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of that. Officer Rachel, have I got some great news for you?
Yeah, time to rock, going off, nothing left but blowing up. Only thought that I got isn't how I'm gonna stop. When I talk, mics will drop, give it everything I got. Only spot that I want is a one, it's at the top. Yeah, leaving haters not a word. Do not care how much it hurts. Even with all the concerns, there's no stopping this level of work. If I log on to a target, I will lose when I get into a groove. Yeah, what does it mean to be a king? Turn off my ears and what people will think. When I can breathe, I'm off the leash. You cannot stop what I'm going to be. Punching my teeth, I'm in the ring. Watching a giant fall down to their knees. Wake or asleep, fight for a dream. There's no stopping a king with a dream. Yo, come together, girls and boys. Every day you have a choice. When you are making your noise, what will be changed by the sound of your...
Stop, lady! Hey, you have the right to remain silent. Now be still.
Hello, hello. Wasn't that fantastic, everybody? Fantastic. Oh, goodness. You know what? While I'm up here by myself, let me say a few things about Professor Price. Hey, for those of you guys that worked on this film, I don't think it has set in yet everything that this man over here has poured into you over the last 4 years. And you have built an incredible digital media arts program here at SAGU. You have. It has prepared our students to be head and shoulders above any other future graduates as they go into the workforce. You put 1,000% into every class period that you teach. You are not afraid to act a little bit silly on camera. You are a little bit crazy yourself. You are, but can we give Professor Price just a round of applause?
That was not in the script. That was not in the script.
Well, I had to
appreciate
stall
it.
a little bit.
You make me cry. Oh my gosh, we have recognized some cast and crew. Lights back up again, Mr. Justin. Let's turn the house lights back up so we can recognize the cast and crew again. First of all, let's talk about the acting talent of this film. Give it up for Patty Pell and Kevin Roberts. Come on up, Patty. Come on up, Kevin. And also, our police officer from Ennis, Brandy Riggs. Where are you at, Miss Brandy? Stand up, Miss Brandy. We'll recognize you. There she is in the back.
Flipping around.
And he had no lines, but Officer Bruce Stamos was featured in the film. Come on up, Patty and Kevin, as they make their way up. Grandson and grandmother. Come on up, the 7 crew members. Join us at the stage. Will and Harrison, the whole gang. Come on up, Tim, all you guys. Joanna, Matt, Michael, Josiah, come on up.
Watch your step here.
Come on up. We got some questions for y'all. Yeah, you guys can take that one right there.
My grandson.
I love you, Randy Simpson.
Let's start with the lady who stole the show. Patty, you stole every scene. And you are represented by LM Talent, Linda McAllister Talent, and they are here tonight. Where's Miss Linda and Becky Turner? Please stand up, our talent agents. Give them a hand of applause. There they are, right there in the middle there. You got some great actors, so we're blessed to have Patty on our list. So, Patty, here's the question for you. You have a lot of options to decline work for film, scripts, audition offers. What was it about this script and the story idea that really grabbed your first interest when you first heard about this film, Follow the Money?
It's a buddy film. And I love the relationship between the grandmother and the grandson. And I'm at an age, my range is 65 to dead. And you don't get many good parts. No, usually, I'll get something. Well, my agents will no longer let me do a comatose role.
Oh, really?
I've done those, with the stuff coming out of my nose and the wires. I don't do that. And this was a wonderful script, and there was an arc there. I mean, she wasn't portrayed as someone who was stupid. She was naive, and she was a baby boomer, and her husband had made all the decisions. And as she said, she had never done one adult thing. And now we see her grow. And at the end, she's the one who has the plan.
That's the idea. She did.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, go seniors.
Kevin, thank you.
I'm not on my walker yet.
Not walking yet. Now, Kevin, you're primarily a stage actor, but you took a stab at film acting, and you crushed it. Did you not do a great job? What was the biggest shift you had to make as an actor from the stage to being in front of the camera?
Well, I'd say first off, it was kind of the rhythm of things on stage. You just kind of start and you just keep acting. You got all the lines down and stuff like that. But with this, there's so many tiny little things that go into every single scene. And so the slightest difference of lighting or something like that. So you'll spend a lot of time just kind of sitting and waiting. And sometimes you have like minutes, you know, there's a train passing by every 14 seconds in when you're filming.
Waxahachie, yes.
Yeah, and there's someone revving an engine in between that. So you have around 10 seconds every hour to actually film. So with that time that they have, they go, okay, go, and I go, okay, okay, this is the character I am. So you know, you have to focus back in, and so it's very much that rhythm, and also not being big. Being able to be smaller, because on stage you're kind of like trying to get everyone's attention because they're really far off in the distance. But on a movie, you kind of have to tone that down. You can't scream at the camera because then there's a lot of face there.
You did an outstanding job at that. Patty, what was the main difference you experienced on this particular film on the SAGU Cinema set versus other plays, films, projects you've worked on, you know, in previous times?
Well, once again, I love this script, and it was a collaboration. I like to call it a creaboration, because we all worked together, we all created. For example, if you're on a series and you're a co-star, they're already a family, and you come on and maybe you have 5 or 6 lines. And a lot of times with those 5 or 6 lines, you're like a prop. You're like a talking tree. That they have you there to, you run into the lead and he drops his papers, and as he's picking up the papers, he sees the beautiful blonde sitting on the park bench, which is going to be his true love. And you have lines like, watch where you're going. You almost tripped me. And then off you go. And, you know, you're prepared, you hit your mark, get your money, and that's it. Yeah. There's no sense of family.
But this felt like family to you, didn't it? These 7, 8 guys and gals, this is crazy.
This is family, and I was excited about you know, every day we had on set. And when someone says, what's your favorite day on set? Well, it's the set you're on, but this one truly is my favorite.
Did you know Kevin stole your credit card number on set one day?
It's all right because it expired.
That's why that declined.
All right, one more for Kevin. We'll move on to the crew. Kevin, you have some family members who've been part of previous SAGU Cinema projects. Took a class with you 10 years ago. What was your favorite moment on set or even behind the scenes with this crew?
Oh, this was all sorts of intrigue. I think that everyone put like maximum effort, and so it's always fun to see that. There's a dozen stories that come to mind. I guess the chase scene was one of the best examples of what everyone sacrificed. We had some people take a tumble here and there. It's not easy to sprint as fast as we were going, carrying massive camera equipment. It's like the Bear Grylls thing. However tough he was surviving that, there's also the cameraman that survived it with a camera on his shoulder. And so however fast we were going, there's someone else who's working harder. But having the tackle scene with Will, there was a very interesting, very challenging scene. I was impressed how well it worked, actually, because it was really hard to make that. I was like, wow, that looks really good how they did that. But we had to be we had to be on top of each other for a while. But that was about an hour and a half where we were just constantly tackling each other, and then me sitting on top of him with his collar grab. And if that isn't sacrifice for the name of the film, I don't know what is.
I love it. Hey, Kevin, pass that over to Harrison if you can. Oh, Harrison. I love it. Harrison, can you talk a little bit about just the story, where it came from, and even the collaborative writing process?
Yeah. So this story, the scamming part of it, is actually based on reality. There's a YouTuber, some of you might know him, he's called Mark Rober. He makes cool science videos, stuff like that. He's an engineer. Well, he makes this thing called a glitter bomb. And he uses it to target like package thieves and stuff like that. He'll leave it out on a porch, and he's got cameras in it, and it explodes with glitter when they take it home after stealing it. And he has a few videos with that, but he decided one day that he was going to try and get a scammer with it. And he made this big video out of it, and he uncovered this giant thing. He realized it was so much bigger than himself. So the video is actually quite interesting. He goes into all of the steps that happen in a scam like this. So I saw this video, and actually about a year ago this time, because they did reverse engineering this time last year, and as soon as that ended, it was our turn to get going. So I started thinking about what we were going to do as a film, and seeing the Mark Rober video, and I thought that might make a pretty good movie there. So I studied into it a little bit. The part where they manipulate older women, usually single older women that are naive. They manipulate them into sending cash in the mail. And believe it or not, it's actually illegal to send cash, which is why they put it in a book and wrap it in foil and stuff like that. That's all real. And then they send it to some random place that a money mule will go pick it up. That was Will over here. And then the money mule simply picks up the package and takes it to somebody else, a handler, you would say, and that's the guy that processes the money, puts it into Bitcoin or something, and sends it back to the scammer. So it's a whole operation, and we didn't want to just show an operation. We didn't want a documentary. We wanted to have some fun with it. So we started with that, and then built characters and made it a fun story. And about, I think it was June last year, we finally locked in what we wanted to do. So Will and I actually partnered with it on the writing. I came up with like an outline of everything, and then he wrote the first half, and I wrote the second half. I'll let you decide who did it better. But and we went from there. We got together as a group, discussed it as we went. So it was a team project. But as far as the people actually hitting the keys on the keyboard, that was Will and I. So that's kind of how it started and how it ended up there.
Awesome. Hey, let me pass this microphone over to the Money Mule. Money Mule. Will, once you had the script in place and it's completed, it's approved by Professor Price, walk us through all the critical pre-production components that your team had to tackle in order to get this thing done that first semester. Especially that first semester, yeah.
Right, and so once you get that script written, you think, okay, well, now we can make a movie. That's not even close. That's maybe the first 2% of your work done. And so what we had to do is we worked, like Mr. Price said, we worked with Linda McAllister, casting agency, and we got actual actors. Patty's been acting for decades now. Don't mean to age you, but for decades now. And we got people that actually know what they're doing, and so we cast these actors, and we keep writing the script, and then we storyboard, and then we think about our shots. And so before we even get our first day on set, we already have an idea of what every single shot is going to look like. We already have an idea of how this entire thing is going to flow. Now, we didn't really stick to that very strictly, but we had an idea, and that's the whole process. So it took us from the end of the summer till probably 2.5 months until we could actually start shooting, because we had to work through our budget, work through our storyboarding, work through locking in our sets and our locations and all that. And so it's a longer process than you really think, and you can't just write a script and then go make it. There's so many more things you have to do to it.
Hey, pass this down to Tim.
Is this thing on? I see you back there. I see you right here.
You guys notice Tim doesn't like to be in front of people. Right?
I'm pretty shy. I want to say, first of all, really quick, thank you for coming. I know it's a Thursday night, right before we can stop being here. And then second, you can ask me a question. Before you ask a question, I want to say a huge shout out to this guy right here, Harrison Schoengart, and that guy right down there, Will Boone. They have put their blood, their sweat, and their tears into this short film. They have worked harder than anyone I've ever seen in my life, and they are a big part in why this is such a good film. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Tim, here's your question. You ready?
Yes.
All right. During the actual shooting process, the principal photography, what stands out the best memory and also the most meaningful or creative learning moment for you?
Ooh, where to start, man. So I would definitely have to go with the most memorable one being the green screen shoot. As you all saw, it was a little rough around the edges. We worked really hard on that, but that shoot was really tough. I mean, we shot at, it was a 10 p.m., it was 10 p.m. We had our actors. They were getting a little tired. The lighting was a little hard to maneuver. We were in a scene shop, very close quarters, and it was a really hard time. Oh yeah, we were using Joanna's car in the scene shop. Yeah, give it up for Joanna. Come on. While we were using her car in the scene shop, her gear shift broke. And so we were in there trying to fix a car at 10 p.m. while also trying to shoot this green screen shoot. And oh yeah, and then Harrison accidentally dials 911. His phone starts sending emergency contacts, notifications. His wife starts freaking out. It was a crazy shoot. So that one definitely has to be the most memorable. Oh, then we closed the night with Whataburger, so that was awesome.
Hey, pass this down to Will one more time. All right, Will. Let's talk post-production for a moment. All right, which happened during the spring semester.
We don't have to.
Oh, it was fun, wasn't it? What all is involved in piecing the footage together in a consumable piece of enjoyable content, like editing, all that other stuff, sound design, right? That stuff. Tell us about it.
This editing process, we closed out the shooting process last semester. We're in our Christmas break, and we're thinking about how the spring is going to go. And we're like, oh, yes, the hardest part is over with. All the hard work is done. Now we just have to sit in the room and edit. That was the biggest wrong idea that I had. We probably put in twice as more work in that edit suite than we did actually on set. So what we had to do, we had to go through a lot of rough cuts, a lot of different screenings, a lot of different passes through. Some feelings were probably hurt from the decisions that Price made as we were editing, and then Price was like, no, that's a terrible idea. And so, which happened to most of it. But that's the good part about Mr. Price, and that also taught us how to edit to a film because we didn't know how to do it. We've edited videos, we've never edited for transitions and going between scene to scene, and so Mr. Price really helped us out with that. And so while it was harsh sometimes, that's the best way to learn, and that's one of the best things about Mr. Price. Anyways, so then there was lots of work in sound design, and so we had to get picture lock, and so we had to get all of our edits done, and we couldn't even touch the audio until we got picture lock done, which took a lot longer than we thought. And so Mr. Good's hands were tied before we could even do any audio. And then all of that somehow came together in about maybe a month, probably less. And everything just, in those last 2-3 weeks, everything just came together. And I really didn't know how it did, but it all came together and ended up being a great product.
All right, Joanna.
Yeah!
All right, this is our last question, okay? How did being on this film crew and making a movie over the course of an entire year enhance your SAGU education in the digital media arts field?
So for me, SAGU has taught me a lot, but being on this film crew and being on set really made me realize a key thing is to problem solve and to be flexible, because being on crew, if something goes wrong, then we have to figure out how to make it better, how to make it happen, how to get the day done. Another thing that I realized was that being on set, like, this is family. This is really like family, and we can always rely on each other and depend on each other if something goes wrong. But that also means that we have to also be there for them whenever something goes wrong too. So, yeah.
Awesome. One more question. For the police officer who arrested me in the scene, Mr. Randy Riggs. Give it up for Mr. Randy Riggs. Great job being a police officer. You've been on probably a handful of sets. Give these students a word of advice. They're young filmmakers, storytellers. What would you say to them as they're starting their journey in this creative process of telling stories on film or maybe TV shows down the road? What would you tell them to just keep it up?
This was an excellent, enthusiastic, very inquisitive bunch. And it was very enjoyable to work with them, and they kept asking me, is this okay, is this okay? And they were all very enthusiastic. And I encourage you to keep your vision and go forward, and don't let a lot of people change what you see and what you want to create. And just be creative and think outside the box. And they did that. And when I read it, I was very intrigued, of course, and Joanna was great. When I got the poster, I text Will, I said, this is an excellent poster. Everything that they did from the beginning to the end was very professional. It was not
Thank
a
you very much.
typical
Thank you.
student film experience, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that very much. One more time, hand of applause for these guys, cast and crew, as they take their seats. All right, it's almost time. You guys can take a seat. Thank you, Harrison. Thank you guys. You can take your seats. As they sit down, I want Justin, house lights up again. Justin, I would like all the family, immediate family of these guys to stand up. Moms, dad, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, stand up, please. Recognize these guys. Thank y'all for coming out so much. Appreciate that. Hold that basket a second. Hold the basket. All right, I think it's time for a winner. It's time to select the gift card winner. I have a ticket in my hand. Get your tickets out. This is for a $50 gift card to Showbiz Cinemas. Hang on just one second. All right, first ticket number. We'll see if this person's here. If not, we'll keep drawing more. The first number is 726. That's just the first three. 726. And here's the last three. 726 3 2 6. Do we have a winner? Stand up, we've got a winner. 726 326. Give him his $50 gift card to Showbiz Cinemas. Have a seat. That was fun. All right. You're out in 2 minutes. You're 2 minutes left to go. We'll let you out of here. Look for Follow the Money if you want to see it again. It's going to be on the SAGU Comarch YouTube page. Hit that if you can even like it. In fact, we just live streamed it tonight, so you can watch the live stream again with all of us talking and chatting. So SAGU Comarch YouTube page to watch Follow the Money again or this evening's event. Next year's film crew is currently serving as our own SAGU Cinema paparazzi out there, so don't be in a rush to leave. Take some pictures, some videos, grab some more popcorn, find the cast and crew, give them a hug. And one more thing, please help us out here. Please pick up all your popcorn and all your water bottles, because we got to clean it up if you don't. So God bless you all. Thanks for coming out. Take care. Bye-bye.
How many tickets do we hand out?
I don't know. This looks like several, 4 or 5, probably four. That's got to be 400 people. That's a really good turnout.
It was, I think it went over